All right, everyone, get ready, because today we are going deep, deep, deep into the songwriting universe of...
Taylor Swift.
That's right, Taylor Swift.
Okay.
We are talking about a woman who writes more hits than I think anyone alive. I mean, it's unbelievable.
It really is. And you might think you know Taylor Swift's music. Maybe you've got your favorite album or two, but we are going deep today, like spelunking in a cave deep.
You've got our headlamps and everything.
You've got our helmets, and we're going into the Wikipedia article about her entire catalog, not just the stuff we hear on the radio all the time.
Released, unreleased, all of it.
The whole thing. And trust me, this Wikipedia article, it's like a treasure map to a vault of Taylor Swift tunes.
It's amazing. Just the volume alone. This woman has written or co-written almost every single song on her 11 studio albums. 11.
That is like unheard of in the industry, especially for someone who's had such a long and successful career. Really shows her dedication to her craft and also her desire to maintain creative control over her music.
It's really impressive. I mean, we should mention there are a couple of covers in there. Like American Girl, Bette Davis Eyes, just a couple.
Right.
But it's basically all Taylor. All the time.
Yeah.
But here's the thing that I find absolutely mind-blowing. The sheer variety of people that she has collaborated with over her career is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's like a journey through different sounds and genres. If you think back to the beginning, she was this kind of fresh-faced country star.
And she was so young.
Yeah.
Just a baby.
And her main writing partner was this woman named Liz Rose. And they created magic together. Some of her most iconic early hits, those came from that partnership.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about Teardrops on My Guitar.
Oh, yeah.
You Belong With Me, White Horse, all those songs that just made us fall in love with Taylor in the first place.
Totally.
It's amazing to see how that collaboration kind of shaped her early sound.
Yeah, and then, as her music evolved, her collaborators did too, when she made that big leap to pop.
Everyone remembers that era.
Oh, yeah. Started working with Max Martin and Shellback, and those guys are, they're basically pop music royalty.
I mean, they're hit makers.
Yeah, they've been behind some of the biggest hits of the last, 20 years.
Yeah, and you can totally hear their influence on albums like 1989, Reputation.
Sure.
It's like she took her songwriting and just injected this pure pop energy into it.
It's like she leveled up.
Yeah.
And speaking of leveling up, we can't forget about Jack Antonoff.
Oh my God.
Been her go-to guy for years now, starting with 1989. They did Lover, Folklore, Evermore. Even Midnights.
They are just a dream team.
Mm-hmm.
They just get each other.
Yeah.
And they've created some of her most experimental and sonically diverse work, I think.
Absolutely.
But then there's this whole other side of her where she kind of goes into the indie folk.
Yeah.
Which brought in a whole other set of collaborators.
Totally different vibe. When she dropped Folklore and Evermore, I think everyone was kind of like, whoa, what is happening here? This stripped down atmospheric sound. It was a departure. And Aaron Dessner from The National, he became a key figure during that time.
It's so cool how she can go from these huge pop anthems to these really intimate folk ballads.
Yeah.
She's like a chameleon. She's like, I'm going to do it all.
It's amazing.
But there's this one collaborator in particular from this era that really piqued my interest. William Bowery?
Oh.
Does that ring a bell?
Yes. The mysterious William Bowery, who turned out to be none other than Joe Alwyn.
Her ex?
Yeah.
Her ex-boyfriend?
Yeah, he co-wrote several songs on Folklore and Evermore, big ones. Exile and Betty.
It's crazy to think that they were writing these really personal songs together,
Yeah. At the time.
At the time.
It's like a window into their relationship,
Yeah. It adds this whole other layer to those albums.
Oh. You can't help but wonder, what other secret collaborations might be out there?
I know. That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, there's more.
Yeah.
This Wikipedia article also mentions a ton of unreleased tracks. I'm talking hundreds.
Hundreds. It's amazing. It's a testament to how much she writes. It's not just that she's released a ton of music. It's that she's constantly writing, exploring, experimenting.
All the time.
Yeah.
It's there's this whole secret world of Taylor Swift music out there that we haven't even heard.
A whole other universe of Taylor Swift.
I know. And some of these titles are so interesting, like Lucky You. Apparently, that was her very first song.
Yeah.
She wrote that when she was 13 years old.
You can only imagine, the raw talent at 13.
And then there's Smoky Black Nights, which just sounds like a lost classic from her country era.
Oh, totally.
I need to hear these songs.
Yeah, what stories could these songs tell? What emotions? It's a treasure trove just waiting to be discovered.
It really is. It's almost overwhelming to think about. But we have to shift gears here. I think we need to talk about the re-recording project.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's a whole other thing.
An ultimate power move.
Like ultimate power move. So, as everyone knows, she decided to re-record her first 6 albums because of that dispute with her old label
Yeah.
to get control of her masters back.
Yeah.
It's like she said, you want to play games, I'm going to make my own versions of these songs and own them. It's amazing.
It was a bold move. I mean, really unprecedented. It sent shockwaves through the industry, inspired so many other artists to fight for their work, too.
Totally.
And it wasn't just about business. It was about artistic legacy.
It was a statement.
Yeah. She wanted to own her own voice.
And the best part, the absolute best part, is that the re-recordings came with these bonus tracks from the vault.
Oh, yeah.
Songs that were written during those early eras
Yeah.
that never officially released.
It's like a secret window into her creative process, like what didn't make the cut but was still important to her.
I know, and they're so good. Mr. Perfectly Fine from the Fearless Taylor's version album.
Yeah.
Like that song is pure 2008 Taylor angst, and it became an instant hit.
And let's not forget All Too Well. The 10-minute version from Red, Taylor's version.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically an epic poem set to music.
It is.
It's like the full, unfiltered emotional depth of that heartbreak.
It's like she gave us a director's cut of the song.
Yeah.
You know? It's incredible.
It just shows that even the songs that didn't make the original albums, they're still amazing.
Yeah.
Emotionally resonant, crafted so well.
I love this whole From the Vault thing. It's like she's got this secret stash of like Taylor Swift magic, and she's just like slowly releasing it to us.
Like little gifts.
I know, it's a never-ending treasure hunt.
Yeah.
But I think we need to pause here for a second.
Yeah.
Because we could go on and on about this. When we come back, we are going to shift gears a little bit. We're going to look at the bigger picture. We're going to talk about the cultural impact of Taylor Swift's songwriting. Get ready to go full meta. I'm excited.
I'm ready. Let's do it. Welcome back. You know, before the break, we were just like geeking out over those From the Vault tracks.
Yeah.
It's like she's like this musical time traveler. You know?
Yeah, look at TARDIS full of Bob.
Exactly. And now I think it's time to kind of like zoom out, you know, look at the bigger picture.
Yeah. Right.
The massive cultural impact of Taylor Swift's songwriting. We're going to go like full meta, full on think piece here.
I love it. Let's do it.
All right. So first of all, like let's talk about relationships. Like Taylor Swift has become the soundtrack to modern love.
Oh, absolutely.
Heartbreak, like everything in between. I mean, how many times have you been through a breakup and just like blasted, like we are never ever getting back together?
Oh my God, so many times.
Right.
At karaoke especially.
It's like it's cathartic, you know?
And All Too Well. Don't even get me started.
Oh, All Too Well. Like an emotional roller coaster.
It's a masterpiece. And I think the reason that her music connects with so many people on that level is because she's not afraid to get like real about the messy parts of relationships.
The complicated parts, the painful parts.
Yeah. And she's given a voice to so many people, especially I think young women who, maybe felt like they couldn't express those things.
She's given them permission to feel all the feels, you know?
Yeah.
Whether it's the excitement of new love or the heartbreak of a lost love or the nostalgia of a past relationship.
Yeah.
It's all there in her music.
It's all there. And she doesn't shy away from like the darker side of relationships either.
Oh, yeah. Songs like Dear John and Would, Coulda, Shoulda, like those are intense.
They're heavy.
They're about like manipulation, power imbalances,
Yeah.
scars that toxic relationships can leave.
Yeah, and I think it's really powerful that she's talking about that, you know. It's not just heartbreak. It's like the dynamics of power and control in a relationship and how that can affect you.
It's a level of honesty and vulnerability you don't hear that a lot in pop music.
No.
And it's resonated with so many people who've gone through similar things, you know?
Yeah, it's like she's saying, it's okay to feel this way.
Yeah.
You're not alone.
I've been there.
Yeah. But her songwriting's not all about romantic relationships, right?
No. She writes about family, about friendship.
Yeah.
I mean, The Best Day, that song, that's like a tribute to her mom.
So sweet.
It's beautiful. And then 15, you know, about those formative friendships, those early high school years.
It's like she's reminding us that those relationships are just as important
Oh, yeah.
as the romantic ones, and they deserve to be celebrated too.
Absolutely. And I think that's part of why her music appeals to so many people.
Yeah.
She's tapping into these universal experiences.
The shared emotions, the things that we all go through. Yeah.
Yeah, but let's talk about something else that's kind of remarkable. Her
Yeah.
impact on the music industry itself. I mean, this re-recording thing, that was a game changer.
Major.
Really shook things up, inspired countless artists to fight for ownership of their work.
She was like, I'm not going to let anyone control my art
Yeah.
or my legacy. And in doing so, she kind of paved the way for a whole new generation of musicians.
To take control of their careers.
Absolutely. And it wasn't just about business. It was a statement about artistic integrity.
Creative freedom, the right to own your voice.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
But let's not forget about all the other ways that her songwriting has seeped into our culture.
Yeah, I mean, her lyrics are everywhere.
They're everywhere.
You see them quoted, memed,
Constantly.
referenced in social media, TV shows, even just everyday conversations. She's become part of our language.
Oh, totally. I mean, she wears short skirts, I wear T-shirts. Is like a universal statement now, right? It's a classic. And the all too well scarf discourse, don't even get me started.
Oh my God.
It's like a cultural phenomenon.
It's its own thing.
It's its own thing. It's crazy. It's crazy how her songs have become these touchstones for different generations.
Everyone has their own Taylor Swift soundtrack to their lives.
That's so true. And the thing is, she's still evolving.
Oh, yeah.
Her songwriting has matured along with her.
Right.
And it reflects the changing culture around her.
Think about those early songs. Those were all about fairy tale romance, finding the one.
Yeah.
Which, was relatable at the time, especially for younger listeners.
For sure.
But as she's gotten older, her writing has gotten more nuanced, more complex.
Yeah.
She's exploring the full spectrum of human emotion. It's she's growing up with her fans.
Yeah.
And her music is reflecting that journey.
And she's also become more, I think, outspoken about social and political issues.
Oh, yeah.
Using her platform to advocate for causes that she believes in.
Songs like You Need to Calm Down and Only the Young, those are anthems.
Yeah.
Encouraging her fans to speak out against injustice,
To fight for a better world.
Exactly.
It's inspiring to see.
It is. It's a reminder that music can be more than just entertainment.
Oh, yeah.
It can be a force for change.
Can be.
A way to connect with people, a platform for activism.
Absolutely. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here.
A lot.
From those deeply personal relationship anthems to her massive cultural impact.
It's a lot.
It's clear that Taylor Swift's songwriting has left a huge mark on our world.
Indelible mark.
Yeah, but there's still so much more to talk about.
I know, right? I mean, we haven't even touched on her incredible imagery and metaphors, her ability to craft those earworm melodies.
Or how she weaves storytelling into her songs.
So much more to unpack.
So when we come back, we're going to dive even deeper into the craft of Taylor Swift's songwriting. The things that make her music so unique.
The secret sauce.
And so unforgettable. So stay tuned. Okay, we're back and ready for the final act of our Taylor Swift songwriting deep dive. I feel like I could teach a class on this stuff now.
You've definitely been paying attention. We've gone through her whole catalog, talked about all those amazing collaborators, and seen how her music has impacted music and culture in a big way.
Yeah, but we're not done yet.
Yeah.
There's one crucial piece of the puzzle we still need to examine. What's the magic behind the music?
The secret sauce.
Yeah, what makes a Taylor Swift song instantly recognizable? What are the ingredients that make her songwriting so captivating?
That's a great question, and it's something critics and fans have been trying to figure out for years, but I think one of the key elements is her ability to create such vivid imagery and tell stories through her lyrics. I mean, she's a master storyteller.
Oh, absolutely. It's like she paints these pictures in your mind with her words. You can practically see the scenes unfolding.
Exactly. Think about a song like Cardigan. She doesn't just sing about a lost love. She transports you to that specific moment.
Yeah.
That feeling of dancing in an old cardigan, holding on to those memories of a past romance. It's so evocative.
Yeah, you can practically smell the old perfume and feel the worn fabric of that cardigan.
Totally. And And those details, they're not just random. They tie into these larger themes of love, loss, nostalgia, coming of age. Those universal experiences that we all go through.
And make her music so relatable.
Exactly. It's like she's reading our diaries and putting them to music.
Yeah.
She just has this uncanny ability to articulate the emotions that we all feel, but sometimes struggle to put into words.
I know, and she does it with such wit and cleverness.
Oh yeah.
She's a master of wordplay, metaphors.
The puns.
That make you smile or stop and think.
Like in Blank Space when she sings, "Got a long list of ex-lovers, they'll tell you I'm insane." Like it's funny.
Self-aware,
Yeah.
but it's also like a catchy song.
Oh, totally. It's like she's winking at the listener,
Yeah.
acknowledging the public perception of her,
Yeah.
but also like flipping the script and owning her narrative.
Which I think is another really important part of her songwriting.
Yeah.
It's that fearless authenticity.
Oh yeah. She's not afraid to be vulnerable, to share her own experiences.
Even the painful ones.
Yeah, and that's what makes her music feel so genuine.
Yeah.
So relatable.
So human.
Yeah, but we can't just talk about the lyrics. We got to talk about the music itself too. Like she's a gifted melodist.
Oh yeah.
She creates these earworm hooks that get stuck in your head for days.
I know. Her melodies are just as catchy as her lyrics.
Yeah.
Like think about Shake It Off or Love Story. You can't help but sing along.
Yeah. Impossible. And she's so versatile too, you
Yeah.
know, blending genres and styles seamlessly.
Yeah, we talked about how her collaborations have shaped her sound over the years.
Yeah.
But it's clear she has like this strong musical vision.
Oh yeah.
And a knack for experimentation. She can write these huge pop anthems, but then she can also turn around and write these really intimate folk ballads,
Totally different vibes, but she pulls it off.
Yeah.
It's that willingness to push boundaries, to explore new sounds.
Yeah.
That keeps her music so fresh and exciting.
And it's why she's been able to stay relevant for so long.
So long.
She's always like one step ahead, kind of anticipating the next big thing.
Yeah.
While also creating her own sound,
Totally. So to sum it all up, Taylor Swift's songwriting success, I think it comes down to like this really potent combination,
Right.
vivid imagery,
Yeah.
relatable storytelling,
Clever wordplay,
fearless authenticity,
catchy melodies.
and just this constant desire to evolve.
Yeah, she's a master of her craft, and her impact on music and culture is undeniable.
Absolutely. And who knows what she'll come up with next.
I know. I'm so excited to see what she does next. This deep dive has been such an incredible journey through the world of Taylor Swift songwriting.
It really has.
And I'm walking away with a newfound appreciation for her artistry and her impact, I think.
Me too. And I think it's a good reminder that music has this power to move us, to connect us,
Yeah.
to inspire us. And Taylor Swift songwriting, it does all of that and more.
Well said. So to all you listeners out there, keep listening, keep exploring, keep discovering the magic of music.
Yes.
And who knows, maybe you'll even be inspired to write a song or two yourselves.
Get out there and create.
Thanks for joining us on this epic deep dive into the songwriting universe of Taylor Swift.
It's been fun.
It has been fun. Until next time, happy listening.